Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's topic is going to be grain-free diets. I know. This has been an incredibly controversial topic over the past few years on whether grain-free diets are good for your pets. You're either on one end of the spectrum. You're either 100% for grain-free diets or you're 100% against grain-free diets. There's apparently no in between. So disclaimer, I'm going to lay out some very basic facts in order for you to make your own educated decision, because this is America. Which, by the way, thank you to one of our clients who got us this wonderful American flag for taking care of their dog. We greatly appreciate it, and it has been a great backdrop for our videos. Alrighty, so grain-free. I'm basically discussing this because back in July of 2018, the FDA released a mass statement saying that there has been a direct link to grain-free diets and dilated cardiomyopathy, or better known as DCM. I think the numbers were about 524 studies, and 92% of those in the study developed DCM, or dilated cardiomyopathy, that had their main diet as grain-free. An astoundingly high number for a grain-free diet and heart disease. Well, I'm sure you've heard, but last month, a privately contracted company known as BSM, they are privately funded, privately contracted, composed of a bunch of physicians with so many letters behind their name that they could form their own alphabet, decided to take on Project DCM. Why they decided to take this on, no idea. Who contracted them? No clue. They did a case study of about 150 dogs to try to see if they could find a link to DCM and grain-free diets. In their case study, they came to the conclusion that there is no definitive link to DCM and grain-free diets. Notice the word definitive. They went on to mention that the FDA had incomplete information, they tried to poke holes in their theory, and basically said that 92% of the dogs tested was not enough to be a definitive link to DCM and grain-free diets. So I guess the big question is grain-free good or bad? All I can really say is there's a time and place for everything, right? I prescribed grain-free diets before. Mainly it was because that dog had a grain allergy or was incredibly sensitive to grain after we did allergy and skin testing on it. And have I personally seen a correlation to DCM and grain-free diets? Absolutely I have. But no matter what decision or conclusion you come to, please, please, please do not have the argument that your dog is a wolf. No matter what that commercial says that mentions a color and a ruminant in the brand, your dog is not a wolf. I know. Fluffy, your 3-pound Pomeranian, wants to eat raw and grain-free because they want to go hunting in the woods. They're not going to last too long. So should you have your dogs on a grain-free diet? I say unless your pet has a grain allergy or cannot tolerate grain, the vast majority of mass production foods will be just enough for your dog. Just because a bag of kibble might cost you $100 does not mean that the nutritional value of that bag is that much better than your $30 bag. And let's face it, this will be a never-ending debate. But the most important thing is that you are taking care of your pet and making sure that you are offering the best nutritional value for them. And if you have a breed that is genetically predisposed to DCM, and that list includes Afghan hounds, Cocker Spaniels, Dalmatians, Great Danes, St. Bernards, Newfies, then it would probably be best to keep them on a diet that is composed of grain. Because not only is there possibly a link to DCM, but we know that there is for sure a genetic link to DCM in those breeds. It's better to be safe than sorry. Anyways, that'll cover grain-free diets for this week. If you have any questions or you'd like to drop a topic in our comments for next week, feel free to do so, or you can send us a direct message. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and on behalf of Dr. Joe's Veterinary Services, we'll see you out there.